Vlogmas Day 7. 7 is my favorite number, and I really wanted to do a project that I was super jazzed about. Not that I'm not super jazzed about all of these, but I've had this idea of doing these snowflake cookies for like 2 or 3 years, and I've never gotten to them. So, Day 7, my favorite number, we've covered that. I really like the idea of snowflake cookies because I don't know, there's something about them that just makes me really happy inside. I decided that for the color motif of these cookies, I wanted to do pastel colors a la the 50s and 60s, like Christmas motifs when they had like the tinsel trees and like silver or gold with the pastel ornaments. Just because I think it looks really cool, and snowflakes to me are kind of delicate, and those pastel colors are somewhat delicate but fun. So that's how I got to that point. This is the first snowflake cookie that I've piped that's so intricate. I really liked doing cookies that were a little bit more intricate, but I discovered that the way that I normally fill and pipe cookies just didn't work here, and you can see it, you know, like I did the outline and then I flooded it, but by the time that I finished doing the entire outline of the cookie and flooding it, the outline had dried up, so the royal icing looks chunky and unpleasant. So here I'm trying something different. I'm doing half of the cookie in the outline and then flooding half and then moving on to the other half. That technique was a little bit better, but not by much. So you'll see, I think, in the last white snowflake cookie that I do, I pipe like 2 points. I pipe the outline of 2 points of the snowflake, and then I flood it, and then I move on to the other 2 points, and so on and so forth. And I found that that technique was the best for me. Here with the next one, it doesn't matter. It's a solid cookie, or yeah, it's a solid cookie, so it's not, you know, like I didn't have to do anything different. I could stick to what I normally did, which is, you know, outline and then flood the entire cookie. But that is what I did for all of the colors, and spoiler alert, I've got white cookies, I've got gray cookies that will become silver, I've got yellow cookies that will become like a yellowish gold, pink, and teal. So these are all the snowflakes that you see, and because I'm extra, I'm adding sparkle to my cookies. So it's just vodka, which is like, I think I've had this bottle of Gordon's vodka for like 6 or 7 years, and then just a combination of luster dust and rainbow dust. So I dip the paintbrush in the vodka, I brush it on the cookie, and then I dip my brush into the luster dust and rainbow dust, and then I kind of stipple it onto the cookie and just like patting it on. And then when I feel like I've gotten enough glitter on top, then I smooth it out so that it doesn't look chunky or weird. This was really fun for me, not just because 7 is my favorite number, but because I did a lot of things that I've not done before. Like, I've never done snowflake cookies that are this intricate before. It also showed to me that placing these cutters into the cookie to make the cutouts is really hard to get even. So the first trick is, if it looks like really funky on top and I just didn't think it was attractive, I stack the cookies. But for this blue one here, or teal, as you can see, it's thicker on one side than the other. But again, I really had fun. There's always a way to camouflage things. Yet another cookie where I stack them because I'm like, oh, it looks really weird under there. But I'm definitely gonna do these kinds of cookies again, probably with the sparkle and glitter again, just because I love sparkle, I love glitter, but also sort of in the style of the mittens that I did for day 6, you know, with the pipe details on top. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but when I say luster dust, it's colors. So for the yellow, I had like canary yellow and gold. For the teal, I combined blue and green luster dust. For the pink, I had pink. And for the silver and the white, and actually all of the cookies, that I just brushed on rainbow dust, which is like glitter, like disco dust. And I'll leave a link in the description for all of those things. But again, day 7,